Hello everyone, Julie Miller-Davis here, JMD Productivity Training. I have had quite the day, quite the week actually. I got to be at a Women's Success Summit, Business Success Summit with the founder and CEO of eWomen Network yesterday. So Sandra Yancey came and spoke for several hours to us yesterday in Colorado Springs. And then today, oh my gosh, I had the opportunity to go listen to Linda Alvarado of Alvarado Construction and part owner of the Rockies speak today. Thus, I'm in my Rockies wear. And I have to tell you, getting to hear two women who are multi-million dollar earners speak back to back from two different perspectives and in two totally different industries was quite a gift this week. And both of them, though, at different points, highlighted some things that I really wanted to talk about today. And it's really about, part of it is plan, do, review, which is a big mantra of Sandra Yancey's. And it's a huge part of being successful in business is plan, do, review. Because even if things went great, we want to know why. We want to evaluate why. And if things didn't go so great, we want to know why so that we can do them differently in the future. And so like yesterday, we had a huge snowstorm that was supposed to come through Colorado Springs and Denver and all of Colorado, another bomb cyclone. But what happened in the luncheon was that we had 140 people registered. And by the time Sandra was done, the room was maybe half full at that point. And it had been full at one point. People just started kind of freaking out and leaving early, and they had said they would leave early. Some people did. And so as we were talking over dinner, Sandra Yancey and the managing director at eWomen Colorado Springs and Sandra's daughter Brianna, we were talking and we're like, okay, plan to review. We've never had a storm like that before, Sandra saying, for a summit. And so the review that we could have done, should have done, was actually not even had people eat lunch and socialize, but had the presentation start while we were eating so that it could be done and people could either stay and socialize or they could go and not miss any part of what they had come to participate in. So that was one thing. And then today, and this is so good, Linda Alvarado, and it's something that I totally prescribe to, believe in, and actually it's what I help women do in their businesses, is this. She talked about how sometimes we have to take a step back and stop in order to evaluate what's next. And what's next could be a tweak, like a little detour in the road to get around a roadblock. It could be that we decide to do something different altogether. But it's really important that we're able to not just forge ahead like a brave little soldier or muscle through or whatever it might be. Do we have to have grit? Do we have to have hustle? Do we have to have determination? Yes. And stopping and stepping back for a moment does not mean that we don't have those things. It means that we're smart and we're evaluating where we are. And a lot of times it happens because we slammed into a roadblock. And hi, hello, thank you for coming in. We slammed into a roadblock and we have to take a moment to figure out why. Why is the roadblock there? And then what action happens now? Or am I just going to keep backing up and slamming into the roadblock? And since Linda's in construction, she had all kinds of great construction metaphors and jokes and things like that. But you guys, really and truly, and I've talked about some of these things in the past, you know, when I had a client who's an employee quit, like literally the morning she was supposed to come in, she quit. And so my client felt like, well, that's it. I really have to pull out of everything and anything that I'm doing and this is it, because I'm the only one who can step up now and do this job. And it truly was only she at the moment who could do that woman's job. But it was just like, I'm done, I'm just done. And instead, and that's what we do, don't we, as women? I'm done, I'm just done, I guess I'm done. I can't even believe this happened. And we shut down instead of going into problem solving mode. And isn't it better to be taking some sort of action? Even though I'm telling you to take a step back, taking the step back and evaluating is the action. Because what that does is it helps you then take forward action and make forward progress. And so in looking at being able to take a step back instead of being so close to the issue that she was having and look at it philosophically and from a analytical point of view and what we could do, then she was able to move forward and take different steps and not just throwing up the hands and saying, I guess I'm just done. So I want you guys to think about that now. It's that let's take a moment and evaluate. Is this the path that we want to be on? Is it the path we need to be on? And what kind of detour might we need to take in order to continue towards our destination or our goal or whatever we want to call it, or down our road to success? And just, I want to leave you with this. Sandra Yancey yesterday also said something that I've heard her say several times before, and I just want to put it out there for you, talking about this detour down the road of success, road to success, road of success, is that success and failure are not two different roads. They're on the same road. Success is just a little further down the road. The failures are the speed bumps, the detours, the roadblocks that we have to figure out, and sometimes we fall flat on our face, and it's the way in which we are able to get up, dust ourselves off, evaluate, and then keep moving forward, learning from what happened. So that's what I leave you with today. Thank you for tuning in. It's your tip for the week. And I'm so excited, you guys. So Solve Unsolvable Problems is helping you do exactly the things that we just talked about, the evaluation and then the regrouping and the detouring and figuring out next steps and action plans. Oh, it's so good. So it starts next Thursday. You still have a couple of days to get in on the early bird pricing. So Solve Unsolvable Problems. Will you do me a favor and just check it out? Go to my website, juliemillerdavis.com. Under Work With Me, there's my programs, and it's Solve Unsolvable Problems. Remember, what's up, y'all? And so let's get those unsolvable problems solved. So take a look. Early bird pricing is still good. Also, if you wouldn't mind just sharing, liking, commenting on this video so that we get it out in the world to those who need to hear it. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next week.